You're live.
Hello, people. Which camera's on me?
That one and that one and that one.
So all the cameras are on me.
Oh, whatever. You know what you.
Perfect.
Oh, I knew it. The TV isn't on you.
Just who we need. More of me.
Whatever.
Now you get me from 3 different angles. I'm also on my own live on Instagram. I'm on our YouTube and whatever this is.
You would be if you had to hit the live button on your Instagram. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, BLK Pepper Potts. This is episode S1E36 of Just Say Fuck It. And as you heard, and although you missed it on his IG, his name is Talk Your Shit, my all that talking, you ain't even live. We actually we have a guest joining us today. His name is it Ant or Anthony? Which one you want to go with?
It's comedian Ant Marl.
Comedian Ant Marl. See, I had to. Glad I asked. Comedian Ant Marl, which is the host of Two Drinks and a Joke at the B-side on Tuesday. Starts at 7.
Doors open at 7.
Doors open at 6. Doors open at 7. I mean, I've seen quite a few shows over the last couple years. It's like some of the best comedians in the city come out and you can watch them. Is it free at 7? Because I get it free.
No, so it's $5 up until about 9. Then we switch over to 10.
Okay. Well, they need to get there before 9 anyway to catch Two Drinks and a Joke.
There you go.
So how long have you been hosting the Two Drinks and a Joke?
So Two Drinks and a Joke started roughly about 10 months before the pandemic.
Okay.
So it's been off and on for about 3 years now.
Okay. Yeah, because it's always something going on at B-side. Because right after that is Lyrical Rhythms, and Lyrical Rhythms has been going for I don't know. I think it's been on and off. I think they were off for a little bit.
They said like 19 years in April.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did just have a some kind of anniversary this year. So yeah, it might have been the 19th this year. I don't know, but there was something that definitely made a mark on how long they've been having Lyrical Rhythms. So yeah, Yep, that is where I met you. When I was going down there, started going down there last year. Yep, didn't even know who you was before. So yeah, you have. Let's see, who have I seen there? Of course, the Prince of Welfare? Is that what?
Tyrone.
Yeah, well, his name on Instagram, I think it's like
Crazy
T or something like that. And then there's the one kind of somewhat. I don't want to say. Well, he is shorter. He is shorter than you. I'm gonna say that, but a little bit older with the glasses. Yep, him. And just like a whole bunch of other people. And then I know, like, y'all, as far as community, I can tell, like, y'all work pretty well together. Because, like, when somebody's got a show going on, it definitely gets announced and Two Drinks and a Joke with no problem. And some people are funny about people throwing out promotion for things, but it's a good way for them to be like, you see me now, come see me here.
I mean, you came out to support the show, or you had the people come out and watch the show. At least I can do let you plug what else you're working on, you know.
It's
no hot situation. I'm not your boss or nothing, like, you know. And nothing wrong supporting each other.
Yeah, and we do that here. We've had guests be like, I don't know, can I say it? Yeah. Because personally, I'm on something live. I ain't even gonna ask you. I'm gonna just let's just plug my stuff, and that's just the end of it. So do you have anything else coming up?
Yeah, I'm always doing something. I got a few shows coming up. I actually just landed a gig with the University of Akron. Doing something for the athletic department. I got a couple shows with Lex Vegas coming up. I got a show with Milton Wiley. There's a bunch of stuff. I got my room. I got a couple of private events that I booked for the holidays and stuff like that. Just, you know, trying to get out as much as I can.
Okay, so this we kind of skipped this part ever so slightly. Where can you be found when it comes to social media? Because I know you always post the flyers of the
social
thing.
Social media on Facebook is at Morrow, A-N-T, Morrow, M-O-R-R-O-W, like tomorrow. Instagram is @_Morrow. Twitter is Funny Speaker. OnlyFans is Short Nigga with the Dick. No, but that's just, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You see me in the streets, talk to me.
Okay, just straight like that. You are pretty easy to talk to. I will say that. I don't think we've ever had any problems. So
Nah,
yeah.
I try not to beef with nobody. They don't get me nowhere.
Oh well, sometimes somebody need a good talking to, but
Do comedians beef?
Yeah.
They do.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't believe it. I
I
would say they
would.
beef. A lot of comedians are not to even be like bigot or sexist. They real catty.
Mm.
Like, we gonna fight beef, but it's like I'm gonna do some slick shit to undermine you, or I'm gonna find out about the show and I'm not gonna give you your name because I don't want to work with you because I feel like it might be funnier to me. I'm gonna try and hoard your reputation. So
Oh yeah.
a lot of bullshit like that.
Oh yeah, I can be a comedian.
I was about to say, I feel like all groups pretty much
Yeah,
within it, there's some form of crazy competition.
It's competition / jealousy
Yeah.
/ emotional unstableness because most comedians are emotionally unstable.
Yeah, I couldn't be a comedian. I can't have nobody doing no shit like that to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
like, everybody.
Half time you don't know it's done to you until after the fact. It's gonna be a whole show. In November, you'll see the promoter like in February. Like, oh man, I was trying to get you on the show back in so I told old boy.
Sure you would.
And you like, what?
I'm a patient person.
You pay them niggas how much?
I'm a very patient person. I get my lick back. I'll wait a year.
Mm.
No, you gotta
Yeah, no, I've been that person. Yeah, I can't even. Yeah. That might just be like a Libra thing.
You gotta rise above it though.
Well, for me, I feel like when it comes to like being competitive with other people, you want other people. For me, it makes me better. So when I see somebody doing something good that I'm also good at, but they doing it just slightly better than me, oh, got a problem. But it means I need to step up with what I'm doing, though. It's not like it's actually that's a compliment to the other person.
Oh no, when I first started doing comedy, if I saw somebody kill a stage, it was like, damn. It's a humbling experience. You get a little scared.
Yeah.
But now, with me hosting a show and me just being around so much, I see 60% of the comedy I see is bad comedy.
Mm.
And it's come from me being around comedy, me going to shows, shit, me watching Netflix. I'm always doing something with comedy, but I see a lot of shit comedy. So you just gotta look at everything subjective and you just gotta roll with the punches. So when you see a good show, it almost like it gets you going like, I need to get back to writing, or I need to work on that one joke.
Yeah, and that's how. I wish more people were like that though. To see someone doing good and instead of saying putting them down, just admit they fucking you up.
I think
Even if you don't admit it, go improve.
I think that in comedy, like I think they'll be used to it. Like a lot of bad jokes. I think that as a comedian, ain't y'all just used to it by now? Because
see, that is it. See, that's the thing. Once I said it's subjective, because a lot of comedians, especially when you know it, you don't know bad comedy. You don't know what a bad show is because you haven't seen too many good shows.
Mm.
You don't know when somebody really killed the stage because you only see somebody halfway kill the stage.
Well, I mean, I think some of the audience.
So you go to 45 open mics and think, oh man, we had fun tonight. And then you go to one show, hilarities, and see somebody that's real funny. They like, hey man, yo, I don't think none of us is funny. This nigga had them about to cry. Like we just be getting chuckles, like. So,
right, that's not the audience's joke tell off. So like unless you just got a bad audience.
You know you stuck in the bad. Like it's a lot of you pick up bad habits. You know what I'm saying? Because if you had shows that's not run right, they don't give the light right, or they people run the light all the time, or you tell them to keep certain subject matter out of it. They get to ride on the subject matter, alienate the crowd and stuff. So you see a lot of shit, the do's and don'ts with a lot of these shows. So a lot of newer comics, they don't know how. A certain shit, Just Last Festival and then Canada's ran where all the showrunners stuff there, so they know running no lights. They know talking extra crazy. It's like, you gonna do this joke, you gonna kill it, or you gonna never be seen again.
That's harsh.
Well, you want to make it to the top?
I mean,
I feel like you have to go through a lot of different scenarios.
Impressions. So
yeah,
if you make it all just for laughs and you shit the bed, you probably didn't get back for a while.
I mean. But as a comedian, even your top comedians, I'm pretty sure they go to like little spots and they try out new material and people be like, I seen such and such
Oh no,
at Hilarity. They was garbage. And they was like, shit, I was trying out new material, motherfucker. I was just trying to see.
that is it. A lot of how can I say it? A lot of big name comedians, unless you are Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock or something like that, a lot of like even the sub comedians is pseudo famous. They're not going over that's paying them money and trying new material. They gonna go to open mic and try new material. Like you hardly ever gonna go to Hilarities or Improv and Gary Owens in there and he's doing some shit he just wrote in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got paid this, so I'm gonna deliver that. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear like Dave Chappelle saying that he bombed somewhere, that was I got this show tomorrow night. I'm about to work on these 45 minutes of jokes.
Yeah.
If it don't go over, I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I ain't gonna say you don't get a bad show, but you don't plan for them like that. You don't never plan to be unprepared on stage, especially with money behind it.
Yeah.
That's like if you a rapper or a singer, you're not gonna go out and be drunk as fuck. Like they're gonna be ready for me slurring my words and my voice gonna be hoarse. Stay paid for a product.
I don't know, singer and rapper.
That depends how big the song is. The song big enough, you ain't gotta even know your words. They gonna rap your whole song.
Right, because I'm like, Bobby Brown has definitely been fucked up before, but you know. So since you've named all these great comedians, who is your favorite? I'm gonna say stand-up comedian though.
Favorite stand-up comedian. I don't know if I got a favorite, man. If I had to pick a gun in my head, maybe Dave Chappelle or Eddie Murphy. Just gun in my head.
Dave Chappelle, okay.
Because I can remember more they catalog than I can a lot of other people. So I can say like, oh yeah, I remember that special.
Okay.
But I don't think I have one because I'm just different people. I mean, like the reason I started doing comedy is because of a white comic. You know what I'm saying? So it's even like most people like, oh, I saw Red Fox when I was younger.
Who was the white comic?
Andrew Dice Clay.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I know who that is. He was pretty big in like definitely the 90s. Was it the late 80s too?
Yeah, my father used to be the tape man, the CD man. He was the tape man back in the day.
Yeah.
So I used to have, you know what I'm saying, my hands on some everything. So I popped this in one night. I could have been no more than maybe 7, 8. And he going in. I'm talking about he got the crowd going crazy, and his jokes not even that, that witty or nothing, or something that you gotta think. It's just like I wasn't expecting him to say that.
Yeah.
He started doing the nursery rhyme jokes, and I'm like, oh,
we weren't as desensitized at that time.
Hilarious. And right after him, I fell into Robin Harris. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this. This is what I want to do. And those are 2 reasons why I want to start comedy. Them too.
Okay, who was yours?
I don't know. I done seen so many comedy before. Like I don't know.
Did y'all ever see Bill Cosby stand up?
I have.
Back in did you ever see those?
I think I watched a little bit.
Yeah, me and my dad used to watch them. Like Bill Cosby, it was as PG even as it was. The shit was funny.
Oh no, he's a genius.
Yeah, he would be on my list only because I think a lot of people don't know that side of him. They know him, as for Cliff Huxtable. They know for the Cosby Show, and then of course, mine are the big ones that everybody knows. Eddie Murphy, of course, is on that list because of Eddie Murphy Raw alone. That alone gets him on the list for stand up. And then, I used to watch the runbacks of Richard Pryor stand up. So mine is all like the old school ones. Like the new school ones is cool, but I think because I even being as young saw like all the old footage of like the old ones. So I'm like, yo, but
oh no, it's some new people. I mean, how can I say it? Now it's just like back then. Anything else? It's like the weight and anticipation of so much. It made stuff feel like it was bigger than what it was. You got a theater show. Everybody in my mom wanted to be there. Now it's 45 theater shows to Netflix trying to fill up time.
Yeah, and a lot of them, like when I scroll through, like them clips ain't enough. Especially if I don't know who you are, them ain't enough to get me to watch. So I'm like, that wasn't funny.
So that's the big thing, Building for Raw probably like a year and a half. Like they didn't just drop Raw, nobody like they probably was telling people Raw was coming. Keenan Ivory was going like everybody had shit going.
Yeah, man. I wish I guess it's okay. I know what I wish. I wish I was older then to go to like some of those shows to enjoy them in the moment versus in a different time and different things
in
that
my
take
body
place.
want to go back to the 80s and actually be an adult.
I feel like 80s is one of my favorite decades. I feel like
I like 80s rock music. And
I like a lot of
80s rap.
movies. 80s movies was wild.
80s movies is shit. They do not stand the test of time. There's a couple that you can watch for nostalgic reason, but you pop a couple on, you be like, man, am I slow? I didn't pay attention when I was a kid. That nigga costume just came off. What the fuck was I watching?
Even like the
worst
action
movies
movies,
in my life.
But that's what I like about them. Through it's like every decade, the way movies are delivered and how they're filmed, it always changes. Action movies now is not the same shit. Action movie now is the same as just 10 years ago, let alone 20 and 30. So that's what you enjoy about it. So that's what I'm like, yeah, the shit to me was dope as fuck. I love 80 movies. I love how cheesy they was, even going into the 90s.
I had to go back, give me like the late 60s, 70s or something, the 70s.
The 70s was cool.
Let me get the 70s.
Yeah, the 70s
when we got cocaine before crack came out. Let me get that era, you know what I'm saying? Let me have my chest out, my taco meat showing, you know what I'm saying?
The fish in your heels.
You gotta have crack.
Yeah, I think we can do it out crack.
I want to. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna skip that era.
Yeah, I think we can. Yeah,
I think that was the best era. When that crack came in, everybody was just crack. You gotta do like it was just.
Well, no, it did start in the 70s though.
The funny thing about
it started in the 70s.
Doing crack is like it was just life. Like they'd be
freebase.
And it'd be a space turn.
Party.
It was like you got some crack.
Yeah,
crack.
We do some crack.
Might go back and smoke a little crack. Y'all come?
That's like how you offer me a drink. Hey, you love crack when you sit down? Like, shit, I mean, if you offering, I guess you crack.
Got a little crack in the back. If you want to go ahead, your hot box real quick, get in the car.
I'm cool.
Get the Pontiac. My mama had a Pontiac.
I'm scared to try drugs. I can't
right.
get down. I'm scared.
I don't know what my brain gonna do. Like,
I'll be looking at everything 50 Cent do. Every time I see his mama, I'll be like, that's my mama. Big ass car, smoking cigarettes. She had that hair, that Peg Bundy almost type stiff hair. Nigga with the baby face playing in the background, nigga. Used to be lit.
Yeah, nah. I don't.
She sold up.
My mother had that. What was the
Firebird?
Wasn't it with the bird on
the Pontiac.
Oh shit.
Pontiac.
I said, nigga, the Pontiac. Your mama had the Pontiac, nigga.
No, I thought it was the Trans Am. What am I? With the bird that used to be on the
Pontiac, Trans Am.
The Firebird. That's what I said.
That's Pontiac, right?
Yeah, but that's the one she had.
Yeah, nigga, everybody had the Pontiac.
Damn.
My mama had the green Pontiac.
Oh no, hers was black.
Yeah, my mama had the green Pontiac.
Definitely black.
Kept some cools. That's because
how much did them go for? Everybody. My mother wasn't like well off.
Ain't nobody mama well off.
So how everybody? That's what I'm saying. How much did these cars cost?
They was the Kias of the time. Shit, you can get yourself a Pontiac and a pack of cools.
No, she was Newport.
She couldn't afford.
I said she was Newport.
Oh, Newport. I was about to say she should have sold crack.
Nah.
No,
I got that heavy religious background. Never.
Shit, we do too.
No, apparently
my
not.
Grandmama had us. My grandmama had everybody in church every Sunday, choir practice, everything else. But hey,
it was real, really.
And the crazy thing is,
not just
my mama had a boyfriend named James. He was tall, looked like Rick James, had a jerry curl. Tall nigga too. Clean, kept a knot on him. Kept a mean ass knot.
My parents had the curl.
Yeah, my dad.
I see pictures of that shit.
That jerry curl was it, boy.
I got my sister one.
My mother, she ain't had out.
That's what I'm glad I missed some shit, you know what I'm saying?
But look at how we reminiscing on the 80s.
No,
the 80s was a good time.
I was one of the babies born with like a full head of hair. And I feel like
ditto.
I'd have been 3-year-old with a jerry curl and kids looking in the picture like they ain't give a shit about me back in the day.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Listen, they just got lucky because when I seen Deion Sanders and that curl that nigga had, I said, oh no. I gotta get me that Deion Sanders.
When his interviews back in the day, it was like, this nigga is
Deion Sanders?
He was a celebrity before. He was a
what you mean back? He's the same.
Oh no, now it ain't the same.
His knees is bad. Now he can't do the same.
Have y'all seen him with that football team he has? No.
Deion Sanders now like the cool uncle. Back then it was like, yo, this nigga is living the life. Like,
nigga, a gold chain, shirt off, jerry curl dripping, talking shit.
I still get that same. I just saw a video.
And he would back the shit up. Like he would talk shit to you, then back the shit up, intercept the ball, run it all the way across, do a dance in the end. I'm like, this nigga's on defense.
This nigga used to fucking play a baseball game and then fly to the city and go sit on the sidelines for the football team he was on. Like, that's how good this nigga was. He's been two sports at the same time. Him and Bo Jackson, nobody else.
I was about to say Bo Jackson. People don't mention Bo Jackson when they talk about the breaks. I'm like, shit.
You know the saddest thing about Bo Jackson is that his entire existence is like a myth.
What you want to say that?
Because he not the record books for nothing. He not in the Hall of Fame for not one sport.
Oh, because didn't he have some
except for college football, he in the NFL college. I mean, shit, he not in MLB.
Ooh,
oh yeah,
this should have. I know they were saying how like Reggie Bush should get his Heisman back now because of what they stripped us. Yeah. Now it's okay. I mean, I feel like it should have always been that way.
The problem is this. They made that illegal because they knew it was going to be a slew of lawsuits. If we said it's okay for you if we said it's okay for you to pay little poor black kids, it's almost like new slavery. It's a bid award for these niggas.
You know what I think really also happens? They pick different schools to go to. Yeah, but they pick different schools to go to too.
Get CST for a little while.
Yeah, but now I think they would be more likely to go to the HBCU because if you can get your money,
you ain't getting the money.
That's the thing. See, that's because we gonna get there, but that's because they're not there.
I mean,
the great goal.
How can I say it? But Deion Sanders said it himself. They black people are athletes, so they just as fast and quick as some other teams. Mm. The problem is they not big. That'd be the reason why Kent State get beat 100-0 from Ohio State. They offensive linemen is being his size. State offensive linemen is two of us. You know what I'm saying? Like when them big niggas get in the middle of the ground, ain't nobody doing nothing. So they running the ball 8 yards and carry it, throwing it where they want. It's like all time. They couldn't compete with no big time school because it's all speed with them.
Where did you go to school at?
Who?
Reggie.
Is it yours?
Who?
Reggie Bush.
USC.
Oh, what? Go memory.
Oh yeah, he just went to the wrong school.
Nah, that was
he could have went to Florida.
Nah.
They talk about Luke right now. They said nigga Luke was paying. If you went to Miami, nigga, Luke was paying your ass.
Oh no, Reggie Bush got paid.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
He got paid.
They found out he was living a good life in LA. Like they was like, oh no, nigga, you getting a Heisman back, nigga. All that shit.
Yeah, that was the problem. He was getting money. That was the fucking problem.
Yeah, how many people does Luke pay off and nobody get in trouble?
But see, that's just beyond the person sometimes.
Oh no, see, I hear you with the Luke, but you gotta remember we in LA, so shit, you don't think snooping niggas like that was at games? Or there's mine to find a way to get niggas some shoes or some shit.
Somebody got a big mouth and let that shit get out.
Yeah, that's all that happened. That could have happened anywhere.
White people always got that ace in the hole. Like, hey, remember when I got you that Jeep? I just happened to have surveillance of me handing you the keys.
Shit, I remember Luke.
And people like Johnny Manziel.
It might have been on Netflix where Luke was talking about. He was like, I don't know what you want me to say. You know, y'all here playing ball. You know, they might stumble across $5,000, maybe $10,000 as a football player playing for Miami. And I'm sure they're like, goddamn, Luke, like, what the fuck is you just paying these niggas? Oh. He's like, but they wasn't getting money. He's like, they'd be out here living in poverty on the campus and shit. He's like,
how you supposed to keep up with your peers? Shit.
That was one of my favorite teams, the Miami teams of the 90s and the 2000s. Man, they had all them stars, bro. I was the biggest fan of them teams.
You a Hurricanes fan?
Man, what? They had Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. Shit, 40 of the best players of the 2000s stayed on that roster for 2 years.
Ain't that where Kodak Black from? Ain't from Miami? Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of Kodak Black, like how I did that.
I like this.
Miami-ish.
Somewhere around yonder. Him and Monica, I guess they made it official with the last picture that they had posted. And I think she might even set out on a date with him. Because you didn't know what was going on at all. And we've just been seeing them together, just kind of, hanging out.
Kodak just shot at somebody on Instagram. I didn't know he was.
He do it all the time though. He do it with Young Miami.
I think it was something the other day. Just came.
Ice. Ice, what's her name? Ice Posh?
Yeah, he had shot at her.
I'm sorry, what did you say her name?
Ice Posh or some shit like that?
Ice
Spice.
whatever. That nigga Munch.
Spice.
Whatever her name is.
Yeah.
You got one of the Spice Girls' names over there. That's why I was like, there was a Posh Spice. That's what your brain just did. That's why I was like, wait.
I mean, shit.
What's
going
on with C Murder? Because I thought she was like riding down for him.
Is he still in jail?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was getting out.
That's what's going on.
That's why I was confused to see them together. I'm like, I swear I heard C Murder was getting out.
I thought C Murder was like married, but obviously she tired of having phone sex.
Look, he was in jail.
The problem is, we talking about C Murder like she ain't had like 2 or 3 kids since C Murder been locked up. Rocco's her baby daddy. That dude is.
But remember, I said I thought he was getting out.
Oh no, he ain't getting out because of the way they had the shit set up. All right, so I was seeing a documentary about this shit where they investigated C Murder's actual case, and they know that he's not guilty of the crime, but he doesn't want to testify that he wasn't the one that did the crime. He doesn't want to. He feels like that's snitching by him saying, "I wasn't the one that did the crime," so he's not saying anything, and therefore he's just locked up and shit. So basically, that's why everybody keeps saying like C Murder's the reason C Murder's still in prison.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't love another nigga that much.
He don't know the nigga that did it though, so he's not snitching on the nigga that did it. They just want him. You know what I'm saying? Like they was like, "Well, did you do it?" He was like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to say." Like, nigga, just say you didn't do it.
It's the weirdest thing in the world. Niggas be scared to marry a girl, but they be like, "Man, I go sit out on my hands for a couple years, man. I can't snitch on my nigga." I be like, "What?"
Yeah, and for some reason,
what?
Men have a lot of love to their friends over women.
Niggas be gay.
I don't know what the answer is, but it does tend to wow me sometimes.
I've been telling y'all most of these niggas get
it's no way that it's no way a nigga gonna set some shit in motion and he do the crime and they catch me and I'm like, I'm gonna take the 10 years, man, just hold my family down. What?
Remember when Skinner's home was here? And because Skinner was here once, and that's when he was like, "Oh, if something happens, you gonna snitch on me?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." So,
I ain't no snitching.
it's not even snitching. I'm not going to jail for your wrongdoing.
This is my thing. If you did some shit and they catch me, I'm the honorable nigga about taking away my life.
No.
But you the honorable nigga about letting me take away my life.
It was you. Listen.
It was sloppy enough to get caught. So basically what you're telling me is your life is more important than mine.
Mm-hmm. But that's how
you get to live to sell drugs again and I gotta go to bed at 8. Like this shit ain't fair at all. I didn't even make no money off this little move.
It's jail.
I got caught and you the culprit, nigga. So how the fuck you gonna let me sit down? Nigga, I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna get a shit job, and I ain't the nigga out there selling drugs. So then I'm gonna get back to what I was doing because I wasn't doing it.
I mean, that's life.
No,
that's what happens.
Not mine.
That's what happens. That's how life works.
No, it don't.
I ain't snitching on nigga, but let's leave.
That ain't. Don't
come around.
What is the definition of snitching?
I'm not going to jail.
I think the definition of snitching is when you get yourself in trouble, you turn somebody else. I think that's actually.
But there's no way. I know
call everything snitching, and a lot of stuff that we call snitching ain't snitching.
No,
that's not.
If we go to rob somebody and they catch me, not you, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you got some
I got some information for you. That's snitching.
Yeah, that's snitching.
Like
we did a crime together.
But if you shoot somebody and they pick me up just because I'm affiliated with you, but they're like, we're gonna charge you with the murder.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make one phone call, hey nigga, you know what you gotta do. I'm gonna give you a little time to get your affairs in order.
I'm not giving you no time. You gotta get out here before they go home.
Nigga to call a nigga and be like, hey man, get your affairs in order. I'll be like,
hey,
all right, my man, I got you.
That's cool.
Making my way downtown, I'll be buying a bus ticket on the Greyhound so goddamn quick, nigga.
I got you did the right. I'm telling niggas where you be at, who you associated with.
Better tell them to catch me on that Greyhound somewhere, because that's what we be at on that Greyhound.
Listen, as long as you're a fugitive and I'm walking out that jail, that's all that fucking matters. Like, nigga, the gun is here. He threw it right there. I saw him do it. I just want to make sure that you saw him do it too.
Man, you a terrible criminal because the gun is still around after y'all done killed somebody.
How did we get here? We was talking about
crime.
Oh, we was talking about C Murder.
He brought C Murder. His name is C Murder. He ain't even talking about some violent shit.
Cause sometimes this happens, and I'll be like, "How did we get here?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah, we
But
started."
no, I did not know that Kodak and C Murder. I mean,
Monica.
Kodak and Monica
Yeah.
was a thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
It's
I'm
been
just
a lot
like,
of strange hookups. Like I didn't see Diddy in Young Miami. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it.
oh no, I didn't see it coming. No.
Because Young Miami, you got to remember, Young Miami went viral before she was famous for the whole. She would choose a thug over hard working.
She's still
honestly, like I need that thug love, and niggas people was like, bitch, what? Like you choosing a thug over somebody that has a regular life? She was like, yeah, I need that thug love. And then I guess she had that baby daddy. She was like, I'm going for the nice niggas.
Them hoes,
the old nigga.
Them hoes girl without a daddy. Some weird shit inside their brain.
Well, wait. Then what? Okay, what makes you look at their situation that way? And what do you think their situation is?
For her to say out of her mouth that I'd rather take a thug nigga.
Oh no, I thought you meant with her and Diddy being together.
Oh, I just think that nigga, young horny nigga. That nigga, he's scared of mortality. He feel like he's still in '92 dancing. Like that's why he was trying to fuck the bitches his kids fuck. Like he's still a college guy. It's like he don't want to.
I mean, he don't have to though. Shit, for what?
That nigga 50 and got jet black hair. Some type of nigga you can't trust.
Why you can't trust some type of niggas?
The niggas living it yesteryear.
Genuine, dude. Sometimes we wear the gray, sometimes we
you
wear
were right.
Genuine
he was literally holding up a picture with the black beard and with a gray one on his face. I'm like, come on, man.
Genuine age like fucking milk. He don't got a choice.
Yeah, he didn't age at all.
Like that nigga look a mess.
Yeah, he didn't. I think he's got the beard like that just to cover up most of his face. Like I don't keep
that nigga crazy. He like about as old as Bruno Ozzy, man. That nigga aged crazy.
He did not age well.
Oh shit! You got the money, you can change yourself. You see Bruno Ozzy change the.
I didn't let him just not age well.
Like, nigga tell me he did it.
Huh?
He can tell you Bruno Ozzy ain't go back. That nigga been.
Yeah.
That nigga been looking old.
Yeah, you can look at him.
Man, listen, he looking.
It can't just be way long.
You gotta remember, he was looking old in the R. Kelly videos. That was like
right. He looked old as fucking.
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't even know it was him.
Why do we talk about Ron Isley like he's not?
No.
He's not a singer from the '50s. He was a doo-wop singer.
That's what we saying.
He's old as fuck.
Younger now than he did in the R. Kelly.
Y'all talking about the R. Kelly video? I'm like, he was 80 in the R. Kelly
right,
video.
and he looked 60.
He 110 now. Somehow he don't look 110.
And now he looks 60.
We need to worry about why is Ron Isley still able to walk around and we not know how old he is in real life. Because he was definitely a fucking grown-ass man in the 50s in a fucking doo-wop group with the other Isley brothers. My grandmama got the fucking record of him doo-wopping.
Yeah.
And it's the fucking 50s, like 58 or some shit. And I'm like, nigga, in the 50s? Ron Isley just been a recording artist?
He just kind of popped back up out of nowhere with R. Kelly. It was like, boom. And like I was, like you said, the whole grandmother thing is why I was familiar with them. But nah, bro, you look younger now than you did almost 30 years ago.
We got to start paying Isaac more respect because we always talk about the Jacksons.
You would think you'll watch the.
It's like the Bard family's right up under there. But we don't never bring up the motherfucking Isley brothers. Isley still kicking. Ain't dead. Ain't not one of them niggas dead. Jasper still kicking. Ron. All them other niggas that play the
I was about to say, you know, all of them. I was like, go get past Ron.
I know you got a brother with a guitar.
Y'all don't know Jasper?
I don't know their names.
I don't know who Ron is.
I don't know their name. I'm not sorry.
Y'all see that little crazy ass picture? Jasper's the one that's got his shirt tied like this.
Oh no, hell no. What about the brother with the guitar? Who is he with the mustache?
That's Jasper.
That's Jasper.
That's Jasper.
I thought that nigga ain't just had the sleeves on all the time. You be having the shirts tied crazy.
Yeah, you see that old album cover when people be like, these kids be dressing crazy nowadays. And they were like, this is the Isley brothers.
Right, yeah.
You had a halter top on. Ron had on some old tight ass pants. I was like, these niggas here.
Yeah, that was some wild dressing days.
Every generation had that wild dressing shit.
Yeah, but they was like, wow.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm going
this one is like comparison. The one we're in now, like the way Young Thug put some shit on, it's the same shit to me.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm going by just the 20th century, because I can't go by another past that. I'm just going by 20th century, and I've seen how fashion go. I feel my generation by far had the worst era of fashion ever.
What generation?
The too big clothes.
You think that was that bad?
That aged so bad.
It was like, it seemed more of a depressing. compared to everybody else. Everybody else got all these colors going. They getting all creative with their eye makeup and shit.
Like
and
we
we
all
was just
wearing
like,
our Big Brother's clothes. It was ridiculous.
I can see that because I've kind of viewed it that way myself in comparison to.
Like I would much rather have on fucking a leather jacket in the '80s than fucking 3XYT. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I understand that. I really do. I totally get it.
Big ass bow jeans and fit a brick in them. Like
I don't know. Listen, I can tell you this. I remember Class Act, and we act like it's just normal, but the bully in Class Act literally had on
the crop top.
The crop top. It was a see-through crop top that cut his stomach and it was showing his belly button and shit. I'm like, this is the bully. Yeah. This nigga is whooping ass.
Yeah.
Y'all running from this nigga.
Yeah.
Him and Tommy.
Because it was a style then.
The 90s was wild.
But that was...
The 90s was wild too. The sweaters, the fucking outfits they try to match together, the Stonewall jeans. 90s was a wild place. Nigga, starches everywhere in the 90s. The 90s is a wild place to be into.
Yeah.
We got to bring back starch. Like heavy starch. Like St. Louis
stand up by themselves.
Spray them on for a whole can. Just keep on ironing to get that crease sharp.
Listen.
Why was that?
Listen, this how fucked up kids are. My father used to iron our pants growing up, right? And that nigga would be like, I'm gonna put some muscle into these pants. So your shit come out casket sharp every fucking day. When I tell you niggas, I'm going to school to get my ass destroyed. Hey man, look at what I'm talking about. I used to have to go to school fucking my pants like this nigga is bullshit, man. The fuck wrong with you? Looking like you missed a day, nigga.
But he was just real strict about wrinkles in general.
Yeah, man, he felt like
that was my mother.
Man, listen, I'm talking about listen. Let me run the lane. I just throw the t-shirt on. This nigga be like, oh no, you gonna play today?
No.
Go ahead and plug that iron up. Nigga, I got to go to school. I got a test. Like, fuck this shirt.
That's why I was using starch. It had nothing to do with what everybody else was doing.
Go put some water in that cup so I can put it in the iron. Like, dog, this nigga.
And you spray it out.
It's gonna make me late for fucking everything, man.
But you was crispy though. Man, you was laying in that test crispy.
That nigga's
you stopping that motherfucking test.
Nah, dog. It was cool.
Oh, that crease,
it was cool when I was 7, 8. Once I became a preteen, niggas was like, who doing that to your clothes? Why the fuck is you letting this happen every day, nigga? You look a fucking mess.
Can't even bend your knees.
And I went to Catholic school, so nigga, I'm looking like a fucking cadet or some shit, man. I'm looking crazy in that bitch. Just trying to survive.
Where you go, Villa? No.
Nah, son. I'm tripping. I supposed to go there, but I ended up going to, I was at St. Joe's when I was in middle school and shit.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, oh, you know what? I got you at the wrong place. Let's see. What else did we have for topics? We did do well, we had Halloween. And we also had freedom of speech. Which ones did y'all want to do next?
I mean, shit, it don't matter to me. We can talk about Halloween or freedom of speech.
Well, you must want to talk about Halloween because you said that first. Halloween's coming up. This is your topic. I don't know what we were supposed to do. Halloween. What is it on Tuesday?
Yeah, it's on Tuesday.
Whoa. Which one is it? Tuesday
Monday.
Or Monday?
It's on Monday.
My son's birthday.
Rent is on. Never mind. Go ahead.
Which one is it? Is it Monday or Tuesday?
It's Monday. My son's birthday.
Oh, okay. Okay, so how? Okay. I swear you said Tuesday. Somebody said Tuesday.
I said Tuesday.
I
was thinking about something
switched. Else. Okay, that's why I'm like, what you said Tuesday? Okay.
Nah, I'll be a day late.
That's why I was so confused when I thought it was you.
You joined today?
I'm not a good father, so you can't really go by that.
Nah.
We'd be there on the fucking 1st of November, like, hey, trick or treat.
Oh, I get confused because the schools usually don't celebrate the holiday on the holiday. Like, I don't know why, but they literally had Halloween during the week and they still celebrate it on a Friday because it was Friday. But they're actually doing it this year. That's why I couldn't remember. I'm like, I thought it was Friday. But anyway, Halloween 2022. What do y'all think the most popular costume is going to be this year?
For who, men or women?
Popular costume?
Yeah.
For who, men or women?
Shit, you know.
For women, it's gonna be a slutty school teacher.
The most popular?
Slutty nun. It's gonna be slutty something. That's all Halloween ever is for females. They slutty everything. Slutty devil. Slutty Jesus. She was like, God damn.
Because it's the one time you can do that and not be judged throughout the ages.
You know the wild thing about Halloween and even like the slutty shit. Women take that shit crazy levels. They be the wildest outfits. Or man, I saw a post that had a white chick with white shit all over her face, and her name tag said Eileen.
You said what?
Her name tag said Eileen.
Eileen.
You ever heard of one song like "Come On, Eileen"?
Oh my God! Come on, Eileen.
That was her.
Oh,
that was her costume. You know what I'm saying? Like women be wild and it's hilarious. But as soon as November 1st comes, you throw a joke that way, like I don't like that. I don't get down like that.
You like, I got the picture that says you can get down.
Eileen yesterday.
I came on you yesterday. Remember Eileen?
I helped fix all that makeup. What the fuck you talking about?
So if she dressed up like SpongeBob, she SpongeBob.
Is she slutty SpongeBob or regular SpongeBob?
She'll find a way to be slutty SpongeBob. She'll find a way.
Well, I still feel like it's to avoid being judged, but hell, I guess not because.
I mean,
I don't mind.
Understand something. It's gonna be the same result regardless. She can be slutty or regular. We gonna still try to fuck her.
I support it.
I bet you do.
Y'all can understand, like they dress like that anyway, though. Like when I go out,
I mean that's kind of what I was thinking. I
know
think
who's
it just
judging,
gets more creative and inspired.
Like when I first moved here and they had that little spot, Grill 55, and like they had that Thursday and Friday night shit, I damn near crashed my car a couple times. I was like, what are these? Like, where are they going? It's like 7, 8 p.m. These girls got on shit. If I see your panties and you got a skirt on, baby, that motherfucker's too short. Yeah. I'm about to see a fucking lip. Yeah. I'm like, God damn. I was about to go over there. I was like, I gotta see that.
I don't think it's that much different though than when we were growing up. Like, I'm sorry.
I'll let a woman dress how she wants.
I think there's more. I will say the quality, not the quality, the quantity of how many dress that way has definitely.
The taboo of it just went away. They try to make y'all like born again virgins growing up. Everything about promise and purities and shit like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember in Metropolis, there used to be a chick that used to come there every single week. She's always had a skirt on, no panties. And then she'd just be in there going off. And I'd be like, who is just letting her come out with no panties on?
Oh, no, bent over the whole night. Probably not aware what she wearing when she got there versus when she left the house.
Who the fuck get they fucking velour suit stained up like that? You gotta be fucked up, bitch. You know, disgusting.
Trust me. The reason I knew that she was here every week because I was definitely right there.
I was sitting here thinking like, well, you definitely said
dipset. It used to be her, some other chick, and it used to be a gay dude with them. I guess they was like security or something. Because if you just going around every week with no panties on, I'm like, you being somebody there with you, make sure you get home safe.
Oh yeah, she was setting herself up with that outfit.
She be in VIP dancing. So every nigga that just looked up, we was just seeing this whole pussy and ass, and she was dirty dancing the whole night.
I mean, I know a lot of girls go out without panties. That's not
I'm guilty.
Yeah, well,
but not wearing what he just described. No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
that's totally no.
They ain't bending over and busting it open so you can see everything. And then there's
that also. My biggest
no panties is one thing, but goddamn. The whole club don't need to know.
The field downstairs.
Yeah, like you ain't got that advertising.
Somebody help me.
Man, I see a birth canal. You are clearly in your first try.
That's the worst night ever to go out extra conservative. But I ain't got no panties on. So anybody gonna know because I got the long dress on. And then fall and that bitch come up to
I
your
just
shoulders.
think that's my worst. That's my worst fear. Please don't fall. Please do not fall.
There'll be one perv nigga that's gonna be running 2 miles away, full speed. Let me help you, ma'am. Are you all right? Huh? You good? Hand on your thigh the whole time. You good?
Well, speaking of freedom of things, we also had freedom of speech on the list today. Well, it's, again, your topic. So, what inspired you for this topic?
Oh, I just seen a whole lot of, the Kanye West whole situation with,
Figured that's
him saying, saying whatever it is. I didn't listen to whatever it is he said that was against Jewish people or whatever. But I was just like, man, that's crazy that we have freedom of speech, but with that freedom of speech, it's a cost when you do certain things. It depends on who you in bed with too. Like you can't just, what I'm saying, you can't say things against Jewish people and then realize like everybody that owns who you're partnering with is Jewish. You know what I'm saying? It's like slapping your partner. Like you can't just come out and do those type of things because then somebody will be like, but I'm Jewish, motherfucker. You can't say that about me. Like we partners and you gonna say that about me?
So what did he say?
I said, I don't know what he said about the Jews that were anti-Semitic. But I mean, apparently the Jewish people was pissed.
I try my best not to research into the rich people problem. if the shit presented to me, then I might retain them. Yeah. Some more like conversation, but I'm not about to Google how much money Kanye West.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. You both know that he said something, but you don't know what he said.
Yeah, I don't know what he
said. But see, here's the thing. Because they're just putting a headline of Kanye West made comments. Notice nobody's saying what he said that was wrong. Have y'all caught that?
I don't know what he said.
Okay, so peep this. I watched the whole interview. He didn't say nothing wrong. He actually said that this is what he said about Jewish people is black people are Jews also.
That's all he said.
About Jewish people.
But that's what the Jewish people was mad about him saying?
He was mad about that. Well, I shouldn't say he, but this is what he said. And that's why I'm like, notice y'all didn't hear what he said.
I heard him say that.
Now there was, that clip is going around. It's also edited too. What else? There was a tweet that he made and he said, I don't know what the tweet was because people have just told me. I didn't see it and I heard about it before I watched the interview. He brought the tweet up and he said his DEF CON tweet. And he said what he meant when he tweeted that was defending himself for what he was going to say on the Drink Champs episode because he made the tweet before the episode. Obviously, if he explained it after. But as far as even him apologizing, he was just like, yeah, I'm apologizing. He said, I'm apologizing to anyone that got offended. He didn't actually apologize for what he said. Now, if y'all recall, just a few years ago, Nick Cannon made some more... Huh? Gemini. Yeah, he was Gemini. Nick Cannon made similar comments a few years ago, and they snatched Wildin' Out from him in case anybody.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then he started apologizing really quick. That's why I'm like, even like, yo, from what I saw now, when he apologized, I did not see the whole thing. I have to be clear on that. I didn't see that. That was new. I think that just happened like last night or something. But the clips that, like Shade Room is posting is him saying, I'm sorry if you got offended. But I don't know what people thought he said. That's what's crazy. That's why I be asking like, what did he say?
I can't find other niggas money, but I feel like once this shit going like this and you see the true colors of these companies, you gotta see the shit.
Why everybody mad at Kanye? Why you still wearing Tommy? Why you still wearing Gucci? Why you still wearing Timberland? But you want to be mad at Kanye West? Come on now.
Discredit you, especially you still got niggas like Elon Musk still want to give a fuck about you. So I'm like, yeah, just sell all these ties. But Elon, who's about to say that for?
I don't know.
You got some more stuff to say? Let me hear it.
I mean, Elon Musk isn't the greatest person in the world either. But I guess I get what you where you were going with that as far as per situation, maybe not per person.
Because,
I mean, nobody's really like a good person. Like, everybody has like that good. It's like a comic book character. Like you good.
How judgmental is that? It's like, family members is not good people. So for this rich nigga to be an asshole, I'm gonna be like, I mean, Elon Musk is racist. I know niggas is broke as racist, so I don't give two fucks about racist. That's that nigga business.
Yeah.
It depends. You know what? My thing is this.
Now,
I
he
think
doing some shit to be against us because he got the power and he's like, oh, fuck you. But
I think that we are just we just quick to call like everybody racist. Like, soon as somebody say something that we don't like, we be like, oh yeah, they're racist. And I be thinking like, I don't think they're racist. I think that we probably said way worse shit amongst ourselves about people. Like, we've definitely said shit about Mexicans and Indians and other races that's way worse than whatever the fuck it is that you mad talking about. Oh, these are racist. I don't know what most of these people did to where like, oh, they're a racist. But a lot of times they're not racist. It's just some shit that they thought, and you know what I'm saying? People don't know. If you have conversations with different races, you'll be surprised at the shit they just don't know, and we don't know about them. And then you give a conversation, like, oh, okay, well, I see that the miscommunication came as far as I didn't understand your people, you didn't understand our people because we're from two different fucking worlds.
No, some of them just racist. Some of them just racist. Period. Like, that's just it. Like, nah. Some of them just racist. I don't want to make excuses. I get what you're saying, but there's probably way more that are.
I mean,
some people are. I'm not saying nobody's racist, but a lot of times when somebody says something like, it was elder lady, and she was trying to explain something, and she kept saying colored instead of saying like black or African American. But she's not racist in the sense of, oh, she you know what I'm saying, like she's a racist. She's explaining a story, and she was like, she don't know if it's African American, if it's black, if it's
but see, I don't
Negroes,
really. I call that just naive to the times. I don't really consider racist for me is still being able to prevent someone from doing things because of who they are.
Nah,
that's race. That's actually racism. Is when you're stopping someone. You're not hiring this person because they're black. But that's the thing. So what you're saying, that's not racism to me. If you can't stop anything, that's
so the thing is, I feel like this is the weird part. And this is how fucked up media is. This how I don't say I condone nor do I dismiss or support what Kanye doing. I don't give two fucks. But the elephant in the room, and I don't understand how nobody has brought this justification up. When race is a problem for us in this country, they always tell us that we should turn the other cheek and it shouldn't be that big a deal. From racist cops to systematic racism, like you said, to fucking shit. They use the word nigga more than us. Like, everything has got to do with color when it comes to us. We supposed to just, shut up and dribble like LeBron said. White people had sports teams named after groups of people and got mad when they had to change the names. Whether you Jewish, fucking Italian, whatever demographic you want to claim under that the Caucasian persuasion, I would say. Because I don't want this to sound like I'm being racist, but I don't have time to number every country, and I ain't gonna lie. But it's weird to me that's just a norm. The Indian as a team is cool. The Redskins, the Black Hawks, the Seminoles is cool. These is people.
Yeah.
And that's just dope. You can have a white motherfucker paint his face for old style westerns and just suck it up. It was acting. Like, y'all can do all this shit. But let nigga make some comments and, hey, we don't support that kind of shit. What?
Yeah.
I think the only time you can actually get away with being racist, and it's been just throughout the years, because I don't think there's been too many apologies, it's probably wrestling. It's probably the most racist shit. You just look back, Mr. Miyagi, or what was his name, Mr. Fuji.
Yeah.
Oh, they had some stereotypes in that motherfucker. Yeah.
Every Samoan was wild Samoan.
Yeah, what? Rikishi was a sumo wrestler. Right?
Yeah, and he was fucking Samoan. He wasn't even fucking. He wasn't even from Asia.
Now wait, how many of those type of characters do they have now? Because I don't watch wrestling anymore.
I don't watch wrestling no more either.
Okay,
but I do remember. Like,
but that's the thing, though, right? That was back. That was a while ago. I don't know who they have now.
Who was he? He was the African witch doctor, and when that character died, he came back as the pimp.
Yeah. It was two niggas called Crime Time. It was two niggas. They were just some jeans, t-shirts, and they would steal shit. Crime Time. And the one dude passed away, saving his son in a tidal wave.
Yeah, but these aren't recent characters they have now.
Oh,
so perhaps that ain't happening now. That's what because I went to. It wasn't like. Nah, it was pretty high enough level of wrestlers there just a couple months ago, and
I've never been.
I ain't seeing no characters like that no more. So maybe
oh,
you
no,
can't.
The times have changed. They
Yeah, they're not doing that.
I mean, the shit the Indians have turned into the Guardians.
Yeah.
But my point is, it took 80 years of people protesting for y'all to be like, okay, we'll give y'all basic rights.
You want to answer your question as to I'm gonna tell you why us because we allow that to happen though. We don't stand up for ourselves in the right way and come together. Like we want to demand things but can't say what the fuck we want.
They got a movie that's talking about it's going to awards this year based off the life of a little black girl that's killed by white people. It's a whole movie that could win awards. Just talking about a despicable time that white people got away with some bullshit. And this is a story that needs to be told enough to where it's entertaining enough that white people will make money off of what they did to this black family.
You talking about Emmy?
Yes.
Well, who's producing that?
Well, houses will come out. It don't matter who's producing it. Houses are coming out.
Yeah.
You can tag all the crew. One is directed. That's not being put out by no black house. There's no black house outside of Tyler Perry.
Then I wouldn't put my name to it. Because you're right.
There's no hub that's black.
Yeah, but there's a beloved name attached to that, though.
They got a whole house that got to clear that fucking movie, put it out. There ain't no black Paramounts out there.
I do agree with you, and a lot of things like that. I stopped watching it though.
They tied all these black actors to it, black producers, black directors. You know what I'm saying? A woman director, first time, this and that. They get everybody. They're like, you know what? I'm about to make $100 million with this white people telling this story of brutality because it's a norm. But if Kanye West say something about Jewish people, I can't believe we got to turn this nigga into the airwaves. We got to talk about this.
So look,
why would he say these things?
That's what he defined as anti-Semitic. Like when he was saying, I could say these anti-Semitic things and get away with it. What he's defined as being anti-Semitic was, I fucked your bitch, I killed your wife. So what he said was when they make money off of us making music like that, he defined that being anti-Semitic. And then everyone, this is that, well, you know, with the headlines have been. So we've had, like, he kind of talked about a lot of the things we just sat here and talked about. But y'all ain't going to hear about it.
Out his own mouth could have said, fuck Jewish people. And I still wouldn't care because that's that nigga's right to say, fuck Jewish people. Every fucking nigga that shook his hand to make these deals ain't in love with black people. So if y'all acting like y'all be y'all favorite people. And this nigga said this, I couldn't believe it. I got to pull out this contract with him. Yeah. You actually got an issue with me and my people?
No.
We're perfect. What are you talking about?
It wasn't even having an issue. That's why I'm like, I don't.
Stupid shit.
Yeah, I think, and it's like I get what you're saying. Like you don't care because like last week we talked about it again, and I'm like, yo, but it's something. I think it's definitely one of those things when it's he's managed to take over like news for the last 2 weeks.
And that's why I don't care because it's like I can see if he committed a crime or something because this man has a freedom of speech. Y'all destroyed him. Listen, these same people was trying to fucking give fucking Donald Trump more outlets when he had a freedom of speech. He was saying
do you think Kanye West is destroyed though? Do you think he's done?
He can go down to $0 and bring it back up. People too much are groupies to him. That's why they care so much he said this.
He must have been. Remember, Kim just loaned him that $50 million. Like, so he must have been pretty down for it.
Butthurt.
I mean, when you get that type of money, people tend to just give you a lot of money just to be like, hey, we know you down, we know you fucked up. Let us help you out.
It ain't even that. When you got that kind of money, when you get into the billions and stuff, you don't got $1 billion in your key bank account.
That's why that's why it dropped.
So I'm not gonna sell 35% of this company to make this $50 million. You just give it to me and I can pay you back in equity or out of a share.
That's why it's dropped. Like because of the Adidas deal being done, that's why it's and whatever other
deals. Like 45 fucking deals, man.
I think he said it was like 20.
Everybody who fucking dealt with Kanye West said no.
I didn't even know he had these deals.
Man, this Victoria's Secret, like we stopped our deal. This nigga was making what?
Did y'all see the one about TJ Maxx?
Victoria's Secret. He had panties, nigga.
Hey, what?
He had some West panties.
TJ Maxx was in the conversation. I'm like, huh?
I wouldn't even want to see my bitch no Kanye West panties. Them bitches probably look crazy. Like, what the fuck is this garbage on your?
Yeah, shit. That nigga had his hands and everything. I seen TJ Maxx on there too. I was like, I didn't know TJ Maxx carried anything.
I don't even know where there's a TJ Maxx at. So that was another thing. I'm like,
damn.
He had a, I don't know how he did it, but he had his hand in everything.
I think he'll be alright. Like, I don't know if this is the case. I do know the last time he was on Drink Champs, he was like, cancel me. I'm done. Blah 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 blah. And now he's out of 2 deals. One was until I think either Balenciaga or Adidas. I can't remember which, but one was till 2026 and the other was till 2030. He's now out of those deals. Period. That he wanted to be out of. And some people were saying he made those statements just for that. And I was like, you know what? That's possible. And at the same time, and he said it, and it fucked me up when he said it because I was like, you're right, and I got to start looking at other people that I've judged. You can be genuine and strategic at the same damn time. And I was like, I accept that. Why? There's no such thing as doing, what is it? No such thing as a good deed or something like that. Like
no good deed going unpunished.
No, that was close though.
I don't know that.
But like, even if somebody wants to do something because it makes them feel good, you're doing that because it makes you feel good to help someone. I can't think of what the term is for that, but it still goes down the same line of that. So if he did it just for that reason, I don't know.
I mean,
anything possible.
People were saying that, and then they also said that he had got escorted off the K-Swiss building. Because he went to the K-Swiss building.
I don't even know why he was there, though. Like, why would you want to be bothered with K-Swiss?
Because you got out of the
shit. If you down to your last, you ain't got no more shoes left. K-Swiss and British Knights. They the only niggas might fuck with you. You like, man, I'm going to see K-Swiss.
Nah, he can definitely get it somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. I feel like because of what he was even able, he's 68% of Adidas online sales. And y'all talking about y'all want to sell his shit.
I would say
that's not his loss, that's theirs.
If Under Armour or Reebok get a hold of him, they ain't let him go. He can say kill.
It depends.
He can say killer Wills, they're gonna hold on to him.
Then too, it depends. You have to. I agree he'll get in somewhere, but it depends on what their deals are and who's on those boards and who said they offended and what friends of theirs that said they offended. So
Adidas was circling the ball. Nobody cared about Adidas for real. Outside of somebody's
because of
concentrated in the sport. You know what I'm saying? Because of concentrated in the sport. Shit, fucking Jay-Z couldn't sell fucking tennis shoes. This nigga found a way to make everything cool about his shoe and his brand. From Gap to Adidas, wherever he branched at, he wanted to be a part of it. You made Adidas $300 and people bought it without batting an eye. I know cleat that you need for no fucking pole vault. A random, I'm about to lounge in these bitches. $300. They cost more than Jay's and LeBron's some places.
Yeah.
And this was an Adidas shoe.
Yeah, in competition with Nike on top of that.
The same price as Saucony's. You talking about this boy $300 and it's more of them? Niggas shoes so popular they was selling counterfeits. You know, I never counterfeit Adidas before.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Nah,
I know some people were like, the price of Yeezy's gonna drop. I'm like, no, them motherfuckers going up. People about to get that shit and hold them for the rest of their life and never even open the fucking box.
You know how many people about to just quit their job and be up. You know how many workers at the mall, they told them to take all their shit off the shelves and he just packed his car up by yard. About to take 100
off the shelves, all right.
I ain't never seen
into my car. I quit. Coming to work tomorrow.
Would have been on stock $500 a pair.
Man.
We should look that up to see just how much is Yeezy.
It's too late. I can tell you right now. I saw a pair for $25K already. It is too late. That's what I'm saying. People, because honestly, people was doing that with Yeezys anyway, buying more than one pair and putting them on the shelf somewhere and never fucking touching them.
That's what I say. You had to win raffles for Yeezys. I had to submit a raffle and leave my card there waiting in the wind just so them take money off of it. I hope they get me.
And I'm just like, yo, you gotta be a true hater to think the price of Yeezy gonna drop. Come on now. That shit about to go
that's the wildest part. Be hoping they charge my card. Wait till like when they got me, I got call the niggas said they got my $3. Nigga,
has anyone outside of a basketball player ever been able to sell shoes like that?
No, that's what I'm saying. Jay-Z couldn't do it.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's what got me thinking.
Nobody
else.
Like, what was that? Birdman had lugs. Nobody cared about that. 50 Cent had shoes for a little second. That's what I'm saying. Yeezy found a way to make shoes good. Shoes is always good because of the basketball player. Like, to make a street shoe that niggas just want to wear. Because that's what all they was trying to do. 50 Cent was trying to do that.
Yeah.
Sean Carter, like all the love was supposed to be a low top comfortable boot. It was always like, I want the hood niggas to wear my shoe.
And I'm laughing because there's more than one story of like, I guess him showing porn in the conference room of Adidas. And basically whatever he said to, I don't know the person's name, head over Adidas when he first got there, he was like, Adidas is trash. He was like, ain't nobody getting pussy in Adidas. It's trash. And for some reason, people thought that like Adidas was offended. I'm like, no, y'all don't understand. He said that to them years ago. Or whenever he first got there, and he's still there all the time. He was like, you see Air Force Ones or some shit on the side of the bed, but you ain't never seen no Adidas.
Just sitting right there, these straps on them.
So yes, that's absolutely 100% correct. I don't know where he goes. I don't know if this was a plan. Like you, I'm not. I mean, I ain't worried about him anyway. Shit. Even if you do fall, you seen the top. Congratulations.
So weird, man. People don't give money to the poor, but it was like, man, he need to stop. He might not be a billionaire no more. Why do you care?
Yeah, like it's for me, it's entertainment. It's definitely heavy on the entertainment side. I can make a post about it, and I know people will show up to talk about
it. I'm a fan of entertainers, so
yeah,
I'm a fan of his music. I'm not a fan of his rants because I feel like I need to sit down and have a face-to-face nigga understand what he's talking about sometimes. But
yeah, even if you watch an interview, he does time, like this a lot. It's not a straight story.
That's that nigga prerogative. It's like me caring what type of fucking music Morgan Freeman listens to because I want to watch the movie. Like, I don't give a fuck what this person is. Just do your job in front of me, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, but I mean, now that you say it, don't you kind of interested in what Morgan Freeman probably listens to? Like,
when he said it, I was kind of thinking, like,
when you be fucked up, like, this nigga really listening to 21 Savage and knows the words.
It did make me wonder, like, I wonder what the fuck does he listen to?
Because he narrated 21 Savage, the 21 Savage album. He did a whole narration for the 21 Savage album. So I'm thinking, like, do we really listen to 21? Because that's a weird combination.
He might.
That's a weird fucking combination. Just
riding around. Driving his day.
Long ass Cadillac.
With his Daisy in the back.
Listen to NWA or some shit. Man, I really want to know what type of music this nigga listening to.
Yeah, that did strike a bit of curiosity.
No, just like I don't get it. I feel like it's like the reality TV thing. I don't see how people should be wrapped up. And that became a thing because you want to feel like you know these people that you don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's scripted.
That's like paying to stalk somebody. That's the weirdest thing in the world.
I feel like that's kind of like our generation, like soap opera. Like that's how I kind of.
No, for soap operas, you knew it was a soap opera. People actually believe this shit. Like they believe wrestling was real.
I just said it's scripted. It's scripted reality.
You knew a soap opera was scripted. You was 8 standing home watching with your grandma. You knew it was a show. You never thought it was somebody's life getting followed around by a camera. You know what I'm saying? You knew it was a show.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like we watch it in the same way, especially when MTV first dropped this shit. When that shit first started, I ain't know
I
shit
know
was scripted.
we've been TV junkies, man. Real and stuff. We've been stuck on reality.
Yeah, and that's what and I don't really watch it anymore. Like I left off at like Love and Hip Hop because the storyline keep being the same. Even last time I checked in, Kurt is still having problems with this baby that he done had outside of.
I can't watch it.
I'm like, come on, man, this was a storyline 3 years ago. Stop.
Maybe it's a new baby.
I don't think so. This was like I think even 2 years ago now that I last not even.
I don't watch it because
I do still watch Real Housewives.
I feel like it just be the like you said the same plot. It just be the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
She was like so mad again. You like why?
Somebody started fighting,
and you like, all right, bro, I gotta be honest with you. So I had a shorty at the spot. And old girl think saw her outside. I be like, dog,
you know what I used to love?
38 minutes into this, and you was really lying, nigga.
When it be the most extreme conversations, but it'd be like 2 weeks has gone by, but it just so happened that you ain't talked to this person until the camera rolling.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
You left my brother light on the spoon. That's how you gonna do it.
Yeah. I used to love shows like that. I was all into everything that happened, and then it just dies off. Eventually, because same thing with soap operas. I ain't into soap operas no more. I'm watching it.
Do soap operas even still come on?
Mm-hmm. Sure do. I don't know who at home watching them because they were originally for Housewives.
What you mean? Oh, people still watch soap operas.
Is General Hospital still
there? Whoa, wait. So when I say old is like back in like the latest is like early 2000s.
So General Hospital one.
I don't know which ones are still on. Well, that's when I say old as far as grandparents. He was like, when y'all say still old people watching it, what age group is this? That's where I guess y'all lost me.
I'm feeling like 60 and older.
Oh. They ain't retired yet. Was it you?
No, that wasn't
me. I thought maybe you found it in your pocket. Yeah, retirement age is what now? 60. Is it 65 now?
65.
Yeah.
Well, it
ain't. I mean, don't nobody really follow that.
Well, I say you just got that 25 years in most places. Just full retirement.
I mean, it depends. Like some people, you know what I'm saying? Like you get that age, and depending on what it is you do, you don't really like retire. You just like a lot of times people have something like they do like real estate or some shit where they just get their real estate license and they just sell houses and they just make extra 70,000, 80,000 a year just selling houses, and they just never like really retire or no shit like that. They still do that shit and they just live their fucking life.
When I'm retired, I'm not working. Working is working to me. If I'm retired, that's it. Yeah,
I don't know too many like older people.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I'm not
like they still doing something. Like,
I don't want to be that. It's got to be more of a hobby than income. Nope.
I mean, you get old, but here's the thing.
I'm not gonna get bored.
Listen, somebody told me this, and I think that I've heard it before in the past, but they said that once you retire, you have to do something to stay active because if you don't, you'll die.
That's a hobby.
But they said you would die if you don't do something to stay active or doing something.
Hobby.
So, I mean,
I think like you get to that advanced age, the only thing keeping your joints and stuff running and circulating more is that you move more, you work
out,
hitting stairs and stuff like that. Like you
start developing that habit early and continue. Nope.
Blood will start slowing down, getting thick and shit.
No, that's when I work out. That's why but no, really, that's been kind of even in my mindset. The more I do it now, as I get older, and then you kind of want to keep it up anyway. They even said one of the, I don't remember what the statistics is on it, but one of the reasons that people die at like a earlier kind of old age or like 70 and shit is because they haven't worked out and their balance is fucked up, so they fall.
That's wild.
That's a high statistic in the way people are dying at a younger age and up because you fall because your muscles so start now, man. Live a little bit longer.
I'm gonna start. I gotta get my life together.
Yeah, I think people don't realize.
Oh, I was about to say you gonna join the club?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people realize it, but I tell people this because they always talk about like the Lizzo thing about her being healthy, but she's overweight, and um, anything over 200 pounds, your organs work extremely hard, and it doesn't matter if you were big because of fat or if you big because of muscle.
Yeah.
The chance of you dying sooner is greater just because you're over 200 pounds, and you could be the Rock. The Rock's heart and lungs.
Oh yeah, come on.
His shit is working.
It's unfortunate, but I know
his shit is pumping like this because he got all that muscle and that extra weight on there. But you know what I'm saying? Like they be like, oh, but Lizzo, she's healthy. I'm like, if Lizzo, she's not healthy. She can go in there and blood pressure be cool in there, but her organs, oh, them bitches is pumping. That shit is working hard. Like you want to get like at least 190 or something and scale at that point, because if not, like your organs, they just pumping harder, and it's a greater chance that you're gonna die sooner just from your organs having to work that hard, that much harder shit. So, you know,
it depends on what country you're talking to when you say that. I think here in the States, we are obese. And it's because we're on the subject, like I'm flat out, it's our food. You go to other countries, that shit is illegal. A lot of this shit that we have in our food here in the States is illegal in other countries. For one reason of that is because of it's bad for your health as far as weight goes, but then shit, it'd be bad for your heart. It'd be bad for your lungs and just everything. It'd just be bad. So I think a lot of people's mindset is because it's so accepted here, a lot of people just don't care. And they'll flat out tell you, I don't care. Give me, what is it, that low vibrational plate?
Well, yeah, because people, because here we want things that last long. Like if we was a society where we would say, all right, we're going to cook dinner tonight, and whatever we go cook for tonight and tomorrow, we gonna go to the market today and get that fresh and then cook it. And no, we get shit.
Oh, that's
that
what I
last. That shit gotta last us a fucking month. Well, the average food ain't gonna last a month, so they gotta add something to it so your shit. Or
you don't want it to.
I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating because I got shit there that's going a year. That shit'll last a year. The expiration date says 2023. So they have to put shit in there so that your food will last longer, because you're not buying food like that. You're not buying food per day, per every other day. So I mean, it's our fault.
I do. That's the thing.
It's our fault. We can't.
It's like I decide what I want to cook, and then I'm gonna go to the store. Most of my stuff just isn't because I don't eat meat. Most of my stuff would rot anyway. So, which is interesting. Like my food go bad quick. It's not last long at all. So, but then too, I do be going to the store that often. But that's just like the new me. And I think that's why I even understand where like some people's mindsets are when it comes to that kind of thing. A lot of it, to me, I looked at it like a fucking addiction. You've been getting this shit all your fucking life, and it's not easy to break the habit. Just like if you was on drugs, that shit, man, it was still now I be smelling some flats. Like, oh, damn, that chicken smell good. But I know the outcome. Like I know me before. And I know me after. So for me, it's meat. And I've never told either one of y'all don't eat meat. Like I'm not even that person. I do try to get people to eat a little less meat. It's okay. But it's still about being healthy. For me, being healthy was not eating meat. For other people, you need your meat consumption. I do feel bad for the animals.
Hey.
But that's a whole other subject.
They gonna keep fucking and reproducing. Somebody gotta kill them off.
See, that's the thing. That's what they adding to that shit. And they added the shit to the fruits and the vegetables too. But I
almost hit the deer the other day. I was thinking to myself, somebody snipe these niggas. Please. Like, we just out here killing off all the
taking
cows.
Over their land.
Let's get some of this deer meat. Let's get some of this deer meat off the fucking freeways.
I mean, they have that though, to reduce population. So
and this motherfucker, they all on Kinsman and the projects and shit. Like, why are y'all here?
Venison.
Yeah, you gotta plug that back. I think there's at his phone. Never mind, that's the phone. I thought that was the speaker.
Oh no,
yeah, that's the phone.
Could you imagine like a long time ago? I even say a long time. Could you imagine being like a teen in the '90s and you selling drugs and this deer's just out there with you and you trying to sell your drugs and this deer's just walking up and shit? You just like, I don't even want to do this no more. I don't even want to. Like, it's fucking weird. It's weird. I want to make the money, but nigga, it's deers. They just around and shit. They chewing. They looking up at you all crazy. I'm like, man, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. You trying to run from the police? You trip over a deer?
Yeah, I don't mess with deer ever since I heard of deer ticks.
What?
Deer ticks. Deer ticks, nigga. They're bugs that deers have on them. It's called deer ticks. And I think like you get bit by it and it can like really make you like extremely sick and shit like that. So when I see deer, I stay the fuck away. But guess what? We're well over our hour. We're an hour and 20 minutes.
We need to talk about
y'all never heard of deer ticks?
Deer ticks in your yard.
Y'all really never heard of deer ticks? Oh my god! Okay, we actually Googled nothing today, so I will go ahead and Google that for y'all. I can't believe y'all never heard of deer ticks.
No.
Yeah.
We have real conversations. Like,
well, we live in Ohio with all these deer ticks, nigga. Y'all ain't never heard of that shit?
No, we trying to figure out, can we fight a deer? If push come to shove.
I heard of a tick. I didn't know it was a deer tick.
Yeah, get Lyme disease. That's the trend. That's why I'm like, yo, when I see deer, I stay the fuck away because of that shit right there. Damn, learn something new every day.
I wouldn't be afraid because I don't know what Lyme disease is. I would die from ignorance. I would be something like, I got Lyme disease, nigga, bucket fucking nigga. To the club.
Bacterium is spread through the. I'm trying to see if it gives the. I don't know them offhand, but I just know it's some shit you don't want because it really fucks you up. Body are often found hard to see. I'm trying to think of who I had it while I skimmed through this because I know somebody that had got bit by that shit before too.
And that shit the size of a.
Yeah. Well, we don't. We're actually.
Look how small that shit is. Look at that.
Up to 36 to 48 hours that can be attached to you. That's something like you don't want this shit. United States Western black leg. Ticks often can attach part of the human body or are often found hard to see in areas such as groin, armpits, and scalp. In most cases, the tick must be attached for 36 to 48 hours before the Lyme disease bacterium can be transmitted. Most humans are infected through the bites of immature ticks. Blah, 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 blah. Here, let's look this up real quick and then we'll close this show out. I'm so shocked, y'all. This is like when Gorilla didn't know foxes was real. Did y'all hear about that shit?
What?
Glorilla, she was doing an interview with somebody and they brought up something about foxes and she didn't know foxes was real.
There's no way.
Kid you fucking not. It's called
There's no way.
Signs. Okay, here we go. Signs, symptoms, yeah. I don't want that shit. 70 to 80% begins of the site, expands gradually over days, may feel warm to the touch, itchy or painful. Later symptoms, headaches, rashes, loss of muscle tone, arthritis.
My great grandma used to have water on her knees.
My god! Inflammation of the brain and spinal cord. Look, this is what I'm saying. You don't want that shit. But that is the end of our show. As we ended with all the things. See, when y'all see a deer, just stay the fuck away. Now you know. They ain't mentioned that on Bambi. I know. It's news.
That's why if you got killed, a nigga like this. That's it that you got in my house.
Thank you so much again for Anthony Morrow, the comedian Morrow, for joining us. Go ahead and put your social medias.
2 Drinks and a Joke every Tuesday. Show start at 8, doors at 7. Come out, fuck with us. Once again on Twitter, Funny Speaker, Facebook, at Morrow, Instagram at _Morrow. You spell Morrow just like tomorrow. Yeah, man, got shit in the works. So dope having y'all having me here. It's a dope little thing. I appreciate the podcast, love. Y'all have some funny topics and shit. Yeah, just support them. This is pretty dope.
Yeah, support them. Support us, support him. Again, I'm your host, BLK Pepper Potts.
I'm Maserati.
Sponsored by Peace of Mind Protection. Get in touch with
Maserati Show.
Her for all your peace of mind protection needs. And yeah.